I Man, it's crazy how temptation works. Like, you think you've overcome something and then you're met with a new level, right? So let's say this. Remember when I said the alcohol story when I came back from Christian trip, alcohol free for 9 months, right? And then I came back and I ended up drinking like alcohol, right? And I didn't want to, but I wanted to at the same time, like I was just being stubborn with myself in terms of hearing God's voice but choosing to not hear it, because the whole time I was walking up to the pub, God was saying, don't go there, don't go to the gym, kind of thing. And I drank alcohol that time. Now, yesterday, I went to see some friends, right? And went to the pub. And I already told myself I'm not going to drink alcohol. And I told God I promise I'm not going to drink alcohol, right? Now, mind you, the first time I drank the alcohol, of course it was my choice, but I was hesitant, but I still did it. This time around, I told God I promise I'm not going to drink alcohol. Get to the pub, and it's clear, like, I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'm going to drink some lemonade. So the girl next to me saying, oh, what are you drinking tonight? I'm like, nah, I'm not drinking alcohol. And then she's so persistent on trying to get me to drink alcohol. And my mind's like, no, been here before. I don't want to feel like how I felt last time. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to keep it clean, sober. And she ended up buying me a drink, right? So now it's like, okay, the first time I was in a situation where it was alcohol, it was purely me. In fact, it was offered to me, and then I took it. This time, it was so persistent, like, you're going to drink. She kept saying, you're going to drink. Look, I'm not the only one who's going to drink tonight. Then other people started drinking. I was like, I'm not going to drink, and you're not going to knock me off my square. So she bought me the drink. I got my lemonade. We're sitting down, still persistent on me wanting to drink this drink. I ended up not drinking alcohol that night. I was never going to drink it. And I already told myself I wasn't going to. But it's the fact that when I compare both situations, right, it's like the temptation comes with more force. So you think you've overcome a certain level, right, in resisting something, and then the next time you're faced with a certain temptation, it'll come even stronger. So by the grace of God, thankfully I was able to not resist. It didn't feel like a struggle for me to resist it. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Like, my mind's made up. I'm not trying to drink like that. I'm not trying to drink at all. I want to keep it clean, man. I want to keep it clean. No drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. I'm saying I'm trying my best not to fall into lust as well. And the only way I'm able to do that is by the grace of God. Meaning, I pray in the morning Psalm 23 to 27 plus Psalm 91 and 103. 20 minutes of meditation, that's very important too. And I get some like cardio going, I get a workout in. Eat clean. But the grace of God is what He gives you once you spend time with Him. And then that holds your spirit throughout the whole day. So I knew I wasn't gonna fall into sin, but life is so funny that you never know what can happen. You think you've figured it out, and then something enters your routine or something enters your reality that can cause you to stumble. And I've noticed it's important to keep a routine, especially if you're someone who is in isolation. Right now, I feel like I'm living in isolation right now. Even though I've got my family around me, like, we've all got our own lives going on. Right now, I'm like, everyone's focused. Like, my dad's focused, my brothers are focused, doing work. But you need to create a routine for yourself if you're serious about, fighting off lust or fighting off addictions. You need to create a routine so that you can, even if it's not by your own will, it's your accountability to your routine that will allow you to just keep moving a certain way. Certain habits will allow certain things to happen in you so that you can follow through with your routine. And these things keep certain temptations away from you, let's say. For example, let's say you have your routine set out, but then you do everything in your routine, but you decide not to pray to God, right? So now you've done your meditation, you feel great, you go about your day, but because you don't have that grace sitting on you, you're still operating from your own human mind and not the spirit. So it's easy for your eyes to wander, and it's easy to just fall into sin. Or let's say you do pray to God, but then you go out with your friends and you have 2 drinks. Once you've had 2, you're going to have more, right? You have those drinks. Once your spirit is out of balance because of alcohol, it's so easy for you to fall into sin. You're not thinking straight. Or let's say you do all those things, but you miss the workout, and you realize working out tires your body. It puts like a stress on your body, but a good stress, but it relieves a lot of tension as well. So you're not just agitated in a way. You're more at ease. You're more relaxed. All the stress or tension that you would use into falling into sin, you've put it into the gym. You've transmuted the energy into a positive way, right? If you miss certain things in your routine, you're more likely to fall into sin, and it's a domino effect. I've noticed it in my life, so I'm just speaking on my own experience. If I say today I'm not going to go to the gym, I'll probably end up lying in my bed, and now I'm lying in my bed scrolling on my phone, on Instagram or YouTube. Next thing you know, you're falling into other things. And that's the last place you want to be at, especially if you're serious about your spirit. Because God cares about it more than you care about it, but you need to care about it. That's why it's good to put certain things in place to align you with the Most High. That's why I mentioned reading Psalm 23 to 27 plus 91. That's why I mentioned meditating. Meditating really just releases tension from your body, and now you're operating from a different place. So I'll say stick to your routine. And it can be hard at times, but if you can write it out. So here, like, I've written out my eating habits. I've written out my gym routine here. And I've got another one up here. So when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I see. So if you can stick to your routine, or at least create a routine, an easy one that you can stick to daily in terms of the food that you're going to eat, the workouts you're going to do. In fact, on this channel, I'll even drop my workout routine. Just everything that's going to keep you feeling good. The meditation, the reading your word. Reading the word is so important. You have to read the word. Especially if you're someone who's trying to do semen retention. Especially meditation and reading the word, but you have to read the word. It's the thing that makes this journey so easy, let's say, much easier. Because you can do this journey with God, or you can do it without Him. And the fact that He wants it for you means He'll grant you the grace to be able to walk in that truth, let's say. Because for me, it's like, I'm not trying to do semen retention. Semen retention is just a thing that's happening in my life. And it's only because I've got God's grace on me, because I spent time with Him first thing in the morning. See, if I wasn't doing that, and I was just, let's say, meditating, I'm still in my own flesh, and I haven't tapped into His spirit. You have to tap into His spirit first thing in the morning. It'll make everything so much easier. So create a routine for yourself and stick to it. Write it out, put it on the wall. Know the food you're going to eat. Know that you're going to go to the gym. And even if you don't feel like going to the gym, do something to be active. Even if it's jumping jacks. Just get your body moving. Yeah? So This was just a quick video. Stick to your routine. It will help. And notice the patterns in your life. Notice when you miss one thing in your routine. Notice where it leads you mentally, right? Notice your actions when you skip something in your routine. Because these things are like a domino effect. And you want to stay consistent. And you have to be aware of your thoughts as well. When your thoughts are saying, oh, let me just scroll, or let me just look at a picture. In those moments, you have to be aware, like, what's important to you. This moment of scrolling could lead to something else, or is my life journey more important? And your awareness of the fact that something so small can lead to something so drastic. So just stick to your routine and be aware of your thoughts. Be aware that it's so easy to slip into sin and fall into sin. God makes it easy for us because of his grace, but we still have our own mind. We still have our own free will. So it's up to you. And the question is, what do you want? I'm not perfect. I'm not saying, the reason I'm able to say this is because I failed so many times. I failed so many times. But the only reason I'm here is because I don't want to be where I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So just take time with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself at the same time. When you fail, go right back to the word. You feel like you can't, you feel shame, you feel distance from God. But that's the perfect time to go. That's the time when you would understand his love. That's the time when you receive his love the most, when you've failed. Because the righteous man will fall 7 times, but he stands up 7 times again. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hard on yourself when you fall. Go to God and know that he's good. You'll feel the love. I promise you'll feel it. And when you spend time with him, you wouldn't even feel shame. You'll just be like, how could you love me like this? Imagine experiencing that instead of shame. You can feel that through. Instead of shame, you could just feel like, wow, how can something love me like this? So I just recommend, if you do fall, if you have fallen, just pick up the word, play some gospel music, put on Spotify, YouTube, play some gospel music, chill, just lie down. You know what I'm saying? Even though you feel like you can't, you can. It's okay, like he's got you. Like he's really got you. I promise you, you will experience so much love. Anyway, this was just a quick video. I just wanted you to be aware of your thoughts, create a routine, do your best to stick to it. And just know that little things can lead you in the wrong direction. So just, be aware of those and divert your energy to what will benefit you and benefit your journey. That was a good one. And take care of yourself. Let's go.